Beyoncé's son, Sir Carter, was recently seen in New York City, and a lot of people noticed how much taller he has become. This got everyone talking about why we do not see him in public very often. Some people close to the family have shared why we rarely see Sir. They say if you listen carefully to Beyoncé's song My Rose from Cowboy Carter, you will understand why. The song holds all the answers and gives fans a hint about her family life, without revealing too much. There has been a lot of talk about why Sir Carter is not seen in public very often. One of the most common guesses is that he might have a medical condition. People on the internet have shared pictures and videos that seem to show something is going on with him. Even Azealia Banks mentioned it once, calling out Beyoncé. She said, "Stop hiding your son from the world, sis. People will find out soon, and you will look bad for it." Some people believe that Sir Carter might be autistic. Even though Beyoncé and Jay-Z have never confirmed this, some fans have started to study his behavior and come up with their own ideas. They think they saw signs in Beyoncé's Renaissance film, and some believe that both Sir and his sister Rumi show certain traits. According to these fans, Sir might not be seen in public very often because his condition is easy to notice, while Rumi's traits might not be as clear. Many people think that Rumi's disability, if she has one, is not as easy to see. Some fans have even made a list of things they think Sir has done, like dragging his leg, flapping his hands, staring at lights, and making repetitive movements. But what I can tell you for sure is that Beyoncé had to have an emergency C-section because she had preeclampsia, which made her pregnancy very risky for both Rumi and Sir. Beyoncé has said that her pregnancy and delivery were really tough and hard for her. Beyoncé has said that her pregnancy was one of the hardest times of her life. She talked about how her body went through more than she ever thought it could. For example, she shared that she weighed just over 218 pounds the day she gave birth to her twins. She also developed high blood pressure during her pregnancy. While she was in labor, one of the baby's heartbeats stopped a few times, which led to the need for an emergency C-section. Although Beyoncé did not say which of her twins had the heart problems, it was a very difficult and scary experience for her. There has been a long rumor that Sir is the twin who had the heart problems, and some people believe that the complications may have affected his health and development. But that is all we really know for sure. I cannot confirm if anything is wrong with him. However, people still wonder why we do not see Sir much, while we see a lot of his twin, Rumi. For example, Rumi even modeled for her mother's fashion brand, Ivy Park, along with her big sister Blue. Some might say it was just a special moment for the girls, but it still makes people curious. People also wonder why Jay-Z never seems to take Sir out for typical father-son activities. In fact, when he is seen out, he is usually with either Blue, Rumi, or both. For example, Jay-Z took Blue Ivy and Rumi to the 2024 Super Bowl, and they were seen posing for photos on the field. After Beyoncé's halftime performance last Christmas, Blue was there too, and Rumi was seen leaving with the rest of the family. She was even captured backstage with her father, Jay-Z, and her grandmother. This only makes people more curious about why Sir is not seen as much. Tina and Michelle Williams dressed in an all-white outfit just like BA and Blue wore on stage. As for the other sibling Blue, we've also seen her on social media and at events more times than we can count, including very recently in an interview with her mom Aurelie. Amazing experience, and I feel like everybody that's. Blue Ivy first appeared on the Billboard chart in 2020 and was also featured in her mother's song, Brown Skin Girl. Because of this, Blue won a BET Award, an NAACP Image Award, and even a Grammy for Best Music Video for her feature. She became the second youngest person ever to win a Grammy on her own. In addition to her music achievements, Blue has done some incredible things. She helped induct her father, Jay-Z, into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, narrated a book, and has appeared many times during Beyoncé's performances. Beyoncé returned to the stage for a special performance in Dubai in January 2023, and Blue made a surprise appearance during the show to sing a duet of Brown Skin Girl. A few months later, in May 2023, Blue Ivy stood out at the opening night of her mom's Renaissance World Tour in Stockholm, Sweden. She performed several times with Beyoncé during the tour. Blue also appeared in the movie Mufasa, and as we have seen, she spent a lot of time with her parents and grandmother. Just like Rumi, we have seen a lot of Blue, but Sir has stayed out of the spotlight. The question about Sir came up again when Beyoncé and Blue appeared on Good Morning America in December to talk about Mufasa, the Lion King. Blue spoke alongside her mom, and Rumi made an adorable cameo at the end. However, Sir was not in the interview, which made fans wonder where he was. Their grandmother, Tina, has shared a few things about the kids to help fans understand why we do not see Sir very often. According to Tina, Blue is definitely a little queen. Beyoncé's daughter, Rumi, has many fans and hidden talents that the world has not fully seen yet. Tina, their grandmother, shared that Rumi is an artistic soul, just like her parents and her big sister, Blue. Rumi loves to paint, draw, and write poetry. She has so many talents that the world will discover as she grows. Tina also said that Rumi is already making history. At just 7 years old, Rumi made it onto the Billboard Hot 100. She even beat her big sister, Blue Ivy, who made it onto the chart at age 6. When asked about Rumi, Tina shared how amazing she is. Rumi is a talented artist, painter, and creator. Growing up in such a creative environment, it makes sense that she has these talents. Creativity, fashion, and art are a big part of their daily life. As for Sir, Tina also talked about his personality in an interview with E! News. She explained that Sir is very quiet and likes to do his own thing, which is why he is often not seen at family events. He is just more shy and reserved compared to his sister and the rest of the family. Tina mentioned that Sir is not as interested in fashion like his sister and prefers to keep to himself. The kid's grandfather, Matthew, also spoke about his grandkids. He said Blue Ivy is amazing and reminds him a lot of Beyoncé. He mentioned that Sir enjoys his own world, while Rumi reminds him of Solange. In addition to what the grandparents have shared, Beyoncé and Jay-Z have both said that they want their children to have as normal of a life as possible. Beyoncé even told GQ that she has worked hard to maintain her boundaries and stay true to them. Beyoncé shared how talented Blue is, saying that she is an artist with great taste in music and fashion. Blue is also a wonderful editor, painter, and actress. She has been creating characters since she was just 3 years old, and it comes naturally to her. Beyoncé explained that she did not make Blue perform on stage. Blue wanted it for herself. She worked hard, earned her spot, and, most importantly, had fun. Beyoncé said they watched Blue grow more and more with every performance. She also shared that her kids go with her everywhere, even to her office after school, where they are part of her creative world. Beyoncé shared that her kids are always with her. They go to the studio, join her dance rehearsals, and naturally learn her choreography. She also mentioned that no amount of money is worth losing her peace. Beyoncé said she tries to tour only when her kids are not in school. She has always dreamed of a life where she can travel the world with her family and show them different languages, buildings, and ways of life. Jay-Z said something similar during an episode of Kevin Hart's Heart to Heart series on Peacock. He spoke honestly about how important it is to be with his family while also balancing work. Jay-Z talked about how important it is for him to spend time with his 3 kids. He mentioned that he tries to take breaks from music to be with them. He said that time is the one thing everyone has, and it is the only thing we can truly control. He emphasized that how we spend our time matters, because every second spent is a second taken away from helping the children grow and develop, and they love their kids more than anything. Regarding their children's privacy, a source told Hollywood Life that Beyoncé works hard to keep their lives as normal as possible. A source also shared that Beyoncé played an important role in choosing schools for Blue. She made sure to pick the most private school she could find so that Blue could have a normal childhood, just like other kids her age. Beyoncé did the same for the twins. The family's comments have helped explain why Sir is not often seen at public events. It seems that he is just a laid-back child who enjoys staying out of the spotlight. It is also possible that he might have a condition, but nothing has been confirmed. People have been wondering, and like I mentioned before, we have heard from some people who believe the answers can be found in Beyoncé's song, My Rose. In the song, she sings about how often we let ourselves feel down. She says, "How many times have you let yourself get you down, my dear? There are so many roses, but none to pick without thorns, so be kind to your flaws, dear." It is a reminder to love yourself just the way you are. I truly hope the best for you, my love, my sweetie pie, my heart. I wish you all the happiness in the world. Some people also believe that the only reason others want to see SR Carter. It seems like some people only want to see SR Carter so they can prove that something is wrong with him, just so they can feel better about themselves. When you really think about it, that is pretty messed up. But what do you think? Are Beyoncé and Jay-Z keeping Carter out of the spotlight because it is just not something he enjoys? Or do you think there is something more happening here? I would love to hear your thoughts. Please feel free to share them in the comments below.